All right. So we will now start discussing Module 1 or Chapter 1. No? Now, Chapter 1 deals with the teacher as a person in the society. All right. So here we are going to know the different roles that are performed by the teacher in the society. And then we are going to discuss the values of teachers as a community leaders. No? So these are the objectives of Chapter 1. Right. Now, in order to understand the teaching profession, you must know the personal and professional lives of a teacher. So para maintindihan mo kanang ginatawag nga teaching profession, kinahanglan mamanan mo ang personal and professional lives of a teacher. Alright. Meaning you have to know your teacher. First, you have to understand that teachers are the product of the family where they belong. So you try to know the background of the family of your teacher. Para maintindihan mo. Kung nandun nga mong maestra, halimbawa, amura nga ng attitude. So you try to know the background, the family background of the teacher. No? Second, right. Now a teacher is a member of a society where he lives. So kinanglan maintindihan mo, mamanaan mo kung diin ta na nga sa syudad, kung diin ta na nga community na belong. And then third, the school they have attended. Kung diin ta na nag-graduate, because you know, the school there are also contributory to the development of their expertise, talents, knowledge, skills, and philosophy as a professional. Now, kisa nag-reflect man, no? Ang kung diin ta na nga eskwelahan nag-graduate. Ay, siyempre, kung halimbawa, nami ang eskwelahan nga ginagraduatean mo, makuan man kara ang mga tao nga, ay, tinami tanaray, nami ang eskwelahan nga ginagraduatean mo. No? So, halimbawa, you graduated from the West Visayas State University. So, ano karon ang impression kang tao, kadyan ka nag-graduate. So, makuan tanara nga, ay, aram gurura nami, tanara nga, maestra. Ay, ang West Visayas State University is the center of excellence for education. That is the center of excellence for education, no? So kung makuha ka nga sa West ko nag-graduate, so it is expected, no? It is expected nga aram ka, no? Ay hindi ko basta-basta rigyan kasilid ka sa West mo kung medyo hina-hina ka. Like before, during our times, we are 1,005 nga nag-apply rigyan sa West, 300 lang ang hinbuol. And I am lucky because I was able to admitted from that school. So natangga ko na nga aram ako ha. Okay. All right. So those are the things that you must know so that you can understand the teaching profession, no? Knowing the personal and professional lives of your teacher. Okay. Right. So why did you take up teaching as your profession? Ano nga education ang ginbulan ninyo nga kurso? Anybody? O yung ibabla ko ng oras nga ni katuksoan ay nagalib the meeting sanda. Anybody? Why did you choose teaching as your profession?
Hi, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Anybody who can answer? Yes?
Ma'am?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, yes? Somebody is raising his hand there. Jubert Amar.
Because I believe that I can bring change, ma'am.
Okay, you could bring change to your students, no? Okay, you can change the behavior of your students. So that, ano pa? What else? Some more. Ay, nagbala ka mo kang amura nga kurso, ako mo kamaan kung andit nga ginbulan yung nga kurso. Yes, Charles, June.
To tell you honestly, ma'am, this course is not really my priority course, but after series of realizations in my life, I had realized that teaching is not only about uttering words in the front of the classroom, but it is also more on inspiring people, especially the youth, to conquer more new heights and seize new horizons. That's why I pursue and I take this. I took this profession because I see this as a life changing profession.
Okay, same with you. Abi nyo, kat amoy rata na nga kurso, gusto ko. Alright, pero because of financial, no? So manan nyo sa West na nakauna, brato ta na dyan kramo ang tuition. Para tamo nagabayad kang tuition kung nga per semester. 150 per semester lang na ginabayadan naman. Not like in other schools nga they are paying their tuition fee nga by units gid. So that's why since ang kurso nga gusto ko ibulon, wala rin sa West, so I was forced to take up education, no? But sa kadbuhayan, so I was able to develop love to my profession. So in fact, I am already 35 years in the service. So nag-enjoy man ako. Kaguraan ako man nag-resell kung andot nga, I took this course, no? Alright. Manano, kung halimbawa, you are enjoying your work, ma-develop man ang imong ang love sa imong profession, bisan primero hindi mo rata na gusto. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Ay, bisan
Yes, ma'am.
bisan bahal mong sweldo.
Yes, ma'am.
Bisan bahal mong sweldo sa imong obra, if you are not enjoying, daw hindi man nami, isn't it? So bisan gamay mong sweldo kung naga-enjoy ikaw sa imong obra, no? So daw okay man tana. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Right. So that is your reason why you took this course, no? So my question is, what is it like to be a teacher? What is it like to be a teacher? Isn't it wonderful to see yourself as a very important part of this profession? Are you proud to be part of this very important profession? You know, teaching is the noblest of all profession. Di ba? Why? So why is teaching considered as the noblest of all profession?
Ma'am.
Why?
Because there will be no engineers, there will be no architects, there will be nurses or doctors if there are no teachers.
Yes, no? And you know, di ba no? May mga sublang ko gani nga bata, bisan gamay nga bata. Kung mamanan nga maestra, ikaw ginakon, good morning, kita kanimo, good morning, ma'am. Isn't it? Pero kung halimbawa, nurse ka, may sublang ko nga bata, manan naman nga nurse ka, nagaukuon ayan kanimo nga, good morning, nurse. Daw wala gid bay. Isn't it? Pero kung teacher ikaw, daw ginaano ka gid bala? Daw ginatangra ka gid. Kung ano ang especially among small children, kung ano ganin ang hambal kang mista, daw hambal ka Diyos. So kisa, mas mapati pa sanda-sanda nga teacher, kang sanda nga parents. Kahit daw bahal gid ang anda nga pag ang anda nga pag sarig sanda nga maestra, no? Right. So by and by we will know the characteristics of an ideal teacher, no? Right. So this time, now we are going to engage ourselves and discover the beauty of teaching and learning. And that could be found in chapter 1, which is the teacher as a person in the society. Right. Now, the teacher's role in society is both essential and significant. So our role in the society is essential, meaning very important and very significant. Because we have the greatest influence over our students and the community. Bahul lang atin nga influence sa atin nga estudyante kag sa community. Alright, so that's why we're expected to play the lead roles in building an intelligent and a responsible citizenry. So kita-kit kara ang mabasulan, no? Kung hindi natin mapag-grow ang atin nga students, no? Right, even our community. Right. So we have here the different roles performed by the teacher in the society. Okay. Now will you please give one? Give one role performed by the teacher in the society. Okay, anybody?
Teacher as an individual person.
All right. Teacher as an individual person, no? So as what I have said, now it is very important to understand the life of a teacher as an individual person. And teachers are given high regard in the society. Do ginatangra gid kita sa sosyedad where we are performing multiple roles. Right. And one of our role there is provide knowledge to our students. So with serving as leaders, no, to our community. So these are the important roles of a teacher. No? Okay. Now as an individual person, teachers have different talents and skills. So kinahanglan kung maestra ka, duro ang imo nga talent kag skills, no? And the talent of a teacher could be found in the body parts of a teacher. So diyan natin na makita ang talent kang maestra saan nga mga body parts. Like for example, what body part?
Brain.
Brain.
Now, why is it that there is a need for a teacher to have brain? No,
Always.
may brain ka na.
So always
Think critically and creatively.
Okay, to always think
critically
critically and all right, creatively, no? To become creative and critical thinkers. Okay. Another one?
eyes.
All right, eyes. What is the role of the eyes?
To see the individual needs, strength, and nature of each student.
Okay, so you have your eyes in order to see the needs, the strengths, and the nature of your students. Then we have the
Ears.
right. What about the ears?
To
To
listen
listen to students' ideas and concerns.
All right. Now you have the ears in order to listen to students' ideas and concerns. No? So that is the use of the ears. Now, by the way, may I have some corrections here on hands, mouth, and heart. May mga correction dyan na, no? Okay. So I'm going to discuss it with you. All right, hands. Now, what do you think is the role of the hands? To guide students, to guide the students and show the right direction. So, siyempre, magtudo ka, hindi ba? Kang direksyon, nagagamit kang imo nga hands, no? And even you are guiding. So, that is the role of the hands. Right? And then we have the mouth. Para sa ano ang mouth? Yan ninyo ginagamit ang inyong babaaw.
To share knowledge.
To share knowledge or to speak the
The
truth.
truth, discuss knowledge, wisdom to others.
Discuss knowledge and speak wisdom to your students. So that is the role of the mouth. Okay, what about the heart? What is the role of the heart? Para sa ano gali ang heart?
To feel the
Love.
To feel the emotion.
Okay, to love all the students, regardless of who
Regardless.
and what they are.
What the
Right, and then we have the feet. What about the feet?
To walk with the students.
Okay, walk with the students, no? Explore the surroundings and discover new knowledge and information. And the last, we have the nose.
To breathe
To breathe deeply
deeply.
and relax when feeling tired or pressured.
Okay, your nose is being used in order to breathe deeply, in order to relax. So kung pressured ikaw, you need to relax and you are going to use your nose in order to breathe deeply. No? All right. So those are the different body parts of a teacher where its parts perform its role. Right, so any question? No more? Okay. So aside from talents and skills, teachers have also different needs. May kinanglan man ang teachers, may mga kinanglanan because they are also human beings. And what are those needs of a teacher?
Teachers
Ano ang
have
needs of
Teachers
teachers?
have economic
economic needs,
Okay,
teachers,
economic needs. What else?
security and justice,
Security and justice.
need to be recognized and appreciated to boost their emotions and self-esteem.
Okay. They need to be recognized and appreciate their effort. That is in order to boost their emotion and self-esteem. Mananulipay man ang mga mistra. Kung gina-recognize ang andang effort. Okay?
Yes.
They also need
Spiritual
moral
support.
Okay. Ano pa?
Need role clarity.
Teachers
Alright, role clarity. Na? They have to be cleared of the role. Manananda kung ano ang andang nga role. So they have also social needs. And they need to cope with various challenges and changes. So these are the different needs of a teacher. Okay. Aside from having needs, teacher have also rights. May mga rights para sa talent, skills, then you have needs, and then this time they have rights. As an individual, every teacher is entitled to enjoy all human rights. As an individual, may mga rights kitang gina-enjoy. No? Even you are not a teacher, bisan nagbanib at mistra ka, may right ka nga gina-enjoy. No? And this right of a teacher could be identified by the state through the Manual of Regulation for Private School Teachers and the Magna Carta for Public School Teachers. Now we will be dealing with the Magna Carta for Public School Teachers when we go to the last chapter. Right. So these things or these documents guarantee that all teachers must enjoy the rights. So rigya kaya makita ang mga rights nga dapat enjoy kang teacher. And for the tertiary faculty members, sa mga nagmaistrata na sa college, now they are also enjoying what you call the economic freedom, where they can do research. Di ba ang required kang maestra sa college ang research, and publish them and publish their scholarly opinion. Okay, right? And then we have also the rights of professional teachers, which are found in Republic Act 232 or the Batas Pambansa Bilang 232, Republic Act 7836, and the Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers. So rigyan magkara makita ang rights kang professional teachers, na? Alright, I don't know if you are familiar with the Code of Ethics. So rigyan kara ang mga do's and don'ts. Ang pwede mahimo kang maestra, kag ang hindi pwede. And our Philippine Constitution also enshrine the commitment of the state to ensure social justice, human rights, and labor rights of every individual, especially the teachers. No? And this could be found in Article 13, Section 3 of our Philippine Constitution. Diyan ka makita ang human rights, kag labor rights, no? Na i-enjoy kang individual, including the teachers. Okay? So those are the needs, no? The teacher as an individual person. Okay. Now another one. What about as professional? How can you become a professional teachers? You know, teachers are professionals. And teaching is a profession. Now, teachers belong to a profession which society regard as a profession. Right? In fact, how will you define a profession? How will you define the word profession?
In our own words, ma'am.
Okay?
With 4 years degree.
Someone who is eligible.
Okay? What else?
Trained, ma'am.
Trained? Okay? Or a profession is an
License.
occupation, no? Occupation na tana that claims exclusive technical competence, service, ideals, and ethics of professional conduct. So that is what you mean by a profession. No? Now let's go back to teacher as a professional. Okay. Now we have here the criteria so that you could be considered a professional teacher. Ano ang mga criteria?
Professional academic
Professional academic
preparation.
preparation.
Teacher
Okay, what do you mean by this?
For degree course in education.
Okay,
Teacher
professional
must
academic
finish.
preparation, meaning if you could be a professional teacher if you have finished a 4-year degree course in education. Tapos ikaw kang BSE, BEd o kon BSEd. 4-year degree course. So you could be considered as a professional teacher. No? So aside from finishing a 4-year degree course, what are other criteria to become a professional teacher?
Licensure and commitment to
Licensure
the
and commitment
service.
to the service teachers.
Okay. Meaning you have
I
passed the
license
licensure examination and certified by the PRC or the Professional Regulation Commission. So kinanglan may lisensya ka gid. Diba once nga makapasar ka sa board exam, kinanglan may lisensya ka gid certified by the PRC. Okay, another one? Another criteria.
Public service and altruism.
Right, public service and altruism. So you must be aware that teaching is service. Since you are a teacher, you have to serve. Okay, ano pa?
Legal practice.
Legal practice of the profession.
Legal practice of the profession.
Okay, so meaning the teaching profession is recognized by the government as its partner in educating the youth. No? So kung teacher ikaw, partner ikaw kang government to educate the youth. Next.
Adherence
Yeah.
to professional
Adherence to
ethics.
professional ethics.
Right, adherence to professional ethics, meaning you must be governed by the code of ethics for professional teacher. Okay, manan mo kung ano ang imong himuon as a teacher. Manan mo kung ano ang eksakto himuon mo as a teacher. Kag ano ang hindi eksakto. Okay, next.
Membership
Membership
to professional organizations.
Okay. Right. You could be a member to a professional organizations, no? Which had been organized for teachers to take care of their welfare. Ano nga mga organization ang naman ninyo para sa teachers? What organizations do you know for teachers? Like for example, the ACT, di ba? Alliance
Yes.
for Concerned
Teachers.
Teacher. That is one of the organization. No? So that is another criteria. So these are the things that the teacher must possess in order to be called a professional teacher. So kinanglan you possess these characteristics, no? These things para matawag ikaw nga professional teacher. Okay? Right. So question. So aside from being a professional, teachers are also community leader. Leader man kita sa community. Bukat koon nga sa school lang kita ga-focus, di ba? We also focus in our community because we are also community leader and social advocates. Di ba? Kung eleksyon gani, involve ang teacher. Kung may pista gani, involve ang teacher. because we are also part of our community. Right. Now, we play an important role in the development of person and community. So, may role man kita sa atin ng community. Right. Now, this idea encourages a stronger link between home, school, and community through effective programs developed and implemented by the teachers. So, kinanglan, teachers must be an active member of different social institutions. Now we have different social institutions wherein a teacher could be an active member. Right. Now when you say social institution, what do you mean by that? Ano ang ginatawag na social institution?
These are special structures which are organized to meet the basic needs of the society.
Okay, these are special structures which are organized to meet the basic needs of the society. And what includes these different social institutions? Ano ra mga different social institution nila?
Family,
Family.
Okay.
education, religion,
Yes,
government.
family.
Education.
You belong to the family. Isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. So when you say family, it is a group of people, no, which are related by marriage. Halimbawa, ang mag-asawa, they are related by marriage, related by blood between children and parents, no, and then or adoption, who often live together in a place and sharing common residence and economic resources. They are living together sa sangkabalay. Kag parehas ang nga economic resources. Alright. Ano pa?
Education.
Education.
The process
Okay.
of knowledge, skills, values, and patterns.
Okay, you go to school, di ba?
Yes.
Right, that is another institution that wherein knowledge, skills, values, and patterns of behavior are being processed and transmitted from an individual or group to another.
Another,
Ano pa?
religion.
Right,
Religion.
religion. So a teacher is also a member of a church, whatever religion. So when you say religion, a system of rules and norms that involves faith, which binds people together in a social group. Okay, and then we have the
Government.
government, yeah? Right, which is an institution that holds the power to make and enforce the rules and laws of society. So these are the different social institutions where a teacher must be a member. You belong to the family. All right. You go to school. You have your religion. And then you have the government. Okay? Question. Question?
Amo lang
You know,
gid ra
I still have another session with the other section. Okay.
None.
Anyway, you have your this was uploaded in your LMS, no? Diyan ko na din pag-discuss nyo. Usahan nyo lamang yan sa inyong LMS. Okay.
Sige na.
Okay.
Kasunod na.
Another one is, teachers must be a model of good character.
Good character.
It is expected, di ba? Kung mistrakaw,
Yes, ma'am.
you possess a good character. And what are those characters?
Respect,
Right.
integrity,
Respect.
fear, trust,
Okay. Kinanglan mo katawag nga, respeto.
respeto.
Right. You need to demonstrate respect for spiritual and cultural values. Diversity, social justice, freedom, and democracy. Bukod po nga, ay may straka rin, hindi mo magrespeto sa iba.
Medyo man namin
So you need to respect, yes. Ano ra? So bisan maestra rin mo, you need to respect your students.
Yes.
Okay. Right. You know, when you are a teacher and you have 50 students in your class, that means you are facing 50 individuals of different characteristics. 50 gra ka, different characteristics ang tubang mo. Alright. Another is your integrity. As a teacher, you must be honest, reliable, and morally upright. What do you mean by morally upright? What do you mean by morally upright? Meaning, you know what is right and what is wrong. So, kung manan mo rata na kasala, hindi mo kung gimuha. Right. Then we have care. Care for your students. Because you are the second parent of your students. If your students is in school, so ikaw karangan nga parent.
Second parents.
Right. Second parent. And then another one is trust.
Trust. Issue.
It means being fair, honest, and being open to people. Kaya lang nga, honest ikaw is fair, especially when treating your students. Like giving grades, you must be fair, you must be honest, and you must be open to people. Halimbawa, may estudyante ka nga nag-istorya ka nimo nga problema. Alright. So you have to listen. So these are the different character that a teacher must possess. Okay. Alright, question. So aside from having a good character, ano pa ang role kang teacher?
The teacher as an expert.
Alright, a teacher must be an expert, no? Right. So teachers are recognized as a source of wisdom and information. So diyan ka na naghalin kanimo ang wisdom kag information. Alright. So there are important domains of knowledge that are important to teachers. Now we have domains of knowledge which are important to teachers. And what are those different domains of knowledge?
Knowledge and content.
Right. Knowledge and content. Now, what do you mean by knowledge and content? Ano ang content nga ginatawag?
Ang subject focus.
Matter. No? So when you say knowledge and content, teachers should know the subject matter they teach. Kinanglan man anang leksyon nga ginatudlo na. Okay, another one. Pedagogical content knowledge. What do you mean by this? It represents a perfect blending of content and pedagogy into a framework for understanding how subject, topics, and lessons are organized into instruction. No? So when you say pedagogy, now this refers to the science and art of teaching young children. Amo lang kita tawag nga pedagogy, no? Right. So this means that teachers should master the subject they are teaching. Master mo ang subject nga ginatudlo mo, and they know how to teach it effectively. And you know how to impart them to your students. Na kundi ang estudyante mo, your students will learn. Okay, next. Knowledge of the learners. Okay. Teacher should understand the nature or characteristics of the learner. So kinanglan maintindihan mo ang characteristics kag nature kang imo nga learner. As what I have said, if you have 50 students in your class, you have 50 individuals of different characteristics. Now you are facing 50 individuals of different characteristics, na? Right? So they have an idea of the different learning styles, thinking styles, and educational needs of their children. No? So kinanglan, mamanan mo kung ano ang kinanglanan kang estudyante mo, kung ano ang teaching style nga igamitin mo para mag-aram ang imo nga estudyante. No? Okay, another one. General pedagogical knowledge.
Pedagogical knowledge.
So the teachers here should understand the general theories and principles of teaching. No? They should understand the general pedagogical principles that are applicable to classroom situation and in teaching and learning context. So marani mo ang imong ang principles nga gamitin nimo nga applicable sa imong klase, no? Sa imong classroom situation. Okay, another one.
Knowledge of educational content.
Knowledge of educational context. Meaning, you must understand the educational context of the learners and the school, which focuses on cultural, economic, political, and education context that shape and influence education. So, mamalaan mo kung diin nga ang economic status kang imong estudyante. Ang culture ka imong estudyante. Okay, so that you will understand your learners. Ay, ano kung estudyante nag-aamuya? So, kinanglan mamanaan mo nga nature. Right, next. Curriculum knowledge. So, a teacher needs to have knowledge and appreciation of the curriculum. Ano ang curriculum? Mga subjects, no, which are being offered. Curriculum models, innovation, curriculum design, curriculum material, assessment, and curriculum process. Okay, another one.
Knowledge of educational ends, purposes, and
Alright,
values.
knowledge of educational ends, purpose, and values, no? So you must understand the principles, theories, and purpose of education. Okay, so those are the different domains of knowledge that are very important to teachers. Okay, question. Right. Now, aside from that, being an expert, a teachers must possess the 4 C's. Kung expert ikaw nga klase kang maestra, now you must possess the 4 C's. What are those?
Creativity, critical thinking, commitment, and character.
And character.
Okay, 1, creative. If you are an
Creativity.
expert, you must be creative. All right. The ability to think outside the box, develop new ideas, possess outstanding talent, lead effectively, and has a capacity to innovate. Maka-create ikaw. Okay. And then we have critical thinking, meaning you have the ability and capacity to think critically in solving problems, making decisions, and in processing ideas. And then we have commitment. Right, a passion to make a difference in the lives of its learner. Now you will be able to change your learner. I-change nimo ang imong learner, like in his attitudes or behavior. And character, an exemplar of positive values. No? So, kinanglan maginatawag ikaw nga character. You possess a good character, which is an example of a positive values. So, these are the different things that will describe a teacher as an expert. Okay. Alright. So if we are going to summarize the qualities of an effective teacher, what are the qualities of an effective teacher?
Professionalism.
Professional knowledge.
Professionalism. So mananyo rin na kung ano ang ginatawag ng professional, no? Alright, ano pa?
Learning environment.
The learning environment.
Assessment.
Assessment.
Instructional delivery.
Instructional planning. Professional knowledge.
No? So these are the qualities of an effective teacher.
Teachers.
Okay? So we will end up our lesson there. Right question?
None.
No. Okay. Alright, so that ends our lesson. Now may I remind you of your output? for chapter 1. So here you are going to make a Venn diagram, which will be showing the characteristics of a teacher. So dyan sa may pihak, now give the characteristics of a teacher as an individual. The ordinary, yung lang data nga tao. Sa may tanga, professional teacher. Meaning the characteristics of both an individual, no, and as professional. Sa pihak as professional. What are the characteristics of a teacher as a professional? So kung dapunan mo ang individual, as an individual, kag as a professional, so makabuo ikaw kang ginatawag na professional teacher. Can you get?
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Yes,
And then
ma'am.
you try to answer the questions there. What are the personal characteristics of an ideal teacher for you? Ano ang ginatawag na ideal teacher? And if you are a teacher, what do you think is the best way that you can do to meet the needs of your students? Make some corrections there. Students na dyan na baka teacher. Can you get?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that will be your output for chapter 1. Okay? Right. Now, for your references, makita man yan na sa inyong nga module. Sa last part kang inyong nga module, dyan ka makita ang references. Right? So, question? No question?
No, ma'am, no.
Before we end? Before we totally end our session for this afternoon, kadya lang ito na nga session natin because we will have another
end ba
session
yung
sa
ma'am?
ibang chapter. So, no
None, ma'am.
question?
None, ma'am.
Alright, about very good. No question na ganito sa idon niya, you have learned everything. You know everything.
Pictures by.
Okay. Alright. So, since we have already discussed chapter 1, now I'm going to upload your quiz for chapter 1 on Friday. Right, Friday. Right, and I will be giving you 24 hours to take
Until
the
ano, ma'am?
test.
24 hours lang, ma'am.
Until 24 hours only.
Ma'am, pwede 2 days.
Ano man to? That is only a 10-item test. 10 items
Okay.
lang to. One attempt only. One attempt only. So, you start reading what is in your LMS. Because before I upload the test, i-hide ko rin na ang lecture natin. Ang lecture natin bala, i-hide ko rin na ang part bala nga inculcating concept. I-hide ko rin na. Ito para the prayers bala ka nag-face-to-face.
All modules, ma'am.
Di ba mag face-to-face, ganira, ginaano ba nag-study ka mo, tapos gina-close notes. So, amo man ra.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
is that there? Any
There,
reaction?
ma'am.
Any violent reaction, Raman?
No,
None,
ma'am.
ma'am.
No reaction.
Okay.
No
Ma'am.
reaction.
So, see you again.
See you
See you
again.
too, ma'am.
See you next meeting.
See you
Okay,
next
ma'am.
meeting. I will just announce
Okay,
it.
ma'am.
Bye, Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Okay,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.